music and art is a reflection of self in a way that I don't know any other act is capable of doing.
For me, art is anything that interacts with one of the senses that makes you feel an emotion. And by that definition, to me, music is under art because it's interacting with your hear, right?
Yeah.
I see food as art. I see TV as art. Literally anything that you interact with as a human being and it makes you feel a type of way, that is art to me. So when it comes to music and my perspective of music as a Nigerian that's been here since 2016, right? I love it. It's a thing that connects everyone in the world. You're hardly ever gonna find someone that doesn't listen to music.
Yeah, you're a part of something that is with everybody else.
Exactly.
It can be at the same time live music. It can be, like going to concerts in unison with the song that you have a personal connection with, and other people have personal connections with. The future is being realistic with yourself, being authentic with your creations, and doing everything and anything within yourself to go that long mile to make your creation pop.
Nowadays, it's just dope to see how accepting everyone is, not just of African culture, but not just of African music, but like Bad Bunny, and Central C, and people like that are finding their place in the American market. And if he wasn't bipolar, we wouldn't have gotten the masterpieces like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy or Jesus or stuff like that. In that way of thinking, like, you cannot separate the artist from the art.
I feel like a lot of artists, we see the ego in the forefront and they only stand for self. And it's like, I got the money, I got cars, I got bitches, whatever the fuck. But it's like, what's the bigger step?
100%.
I'm on a people level, I would be more interested in that type of person if they standing for something other than just what they want and just what their desires are. And you're able to, again, reflect your image, your sound onto somebody else and have a personal impact on it. That's more crucial.
Back then, it was more of people were making music for their communities rather than making music for the world.
Right.
I think that's the main difference.
When did you feel like it became a world sound? Like,
I'm gonna say the start of it, from my perspective, was, I'm gonna say, late 2000s, early 2010s. At that point in time, there was this artist from Nigeria called D'banj, and he got signed to Kanye West. Songwriters, but we don't know how much he's writing by himself.
Even if we had the full list of songs he wrote himself, he didn't do. He was still the performer. That put that image to that.
I was about to say, like, he is the performer.
His individuality made whatever. If it was somebody else's lyrics, if it was his own lyrics, that whole performance, that whole act in itself is an appreciation. I love seeing the individuality in something that was already here, but seeing a brother do it, right? Like, it's fire because it's bringing an element. Like, I'm here is Nisha Boozy. I'm hearing him rap. On country sound, and that's what it is. I mean, I appreciate rap so much because of, man, like, aside from the beat and everything, but just the words spoken and just like how it's spoken.
Sports, bro.
What? Sports is an art, bro.
Oh my god, don't get me started.
Sports is an art.
Don't get me started.
Let's get started. The expression of a sport is amazing. And so, some people, they don't get to fully live inside of that, but they can live through these celebrities, these international players,
these athletes, and literally everything that you said could be applied to a musician or an actor. Or, that's why I say art is just an expression based on the senses. Just any way you can express it, and people can interact with it, whether a good interaction or a bad interaction, because people support football teams that are shit, right? They lose every week, but they're still gonna come back the next week, and it makes them feel something.
"Quote unquote" artists that are making music and they're not open with yourself, and they may be, following a shadow of somebody else. They may be influenced in a way that's not their true self, and so I think, not that there's anything wrong with that, because we're all influenced by something. It's just that we all need to have a characteristic of individuality within all of us.
Right.
It's fine to be influenced, but constantly influenced.
It's important when international artists collaborate like that, is obviously like having the blend, but also, like you were just saying, being true within yourself. Because
if you're able to see the details of what you can do, everything, or just seeing the details of somebody else. Like, I love looking at painting. I love looking at oil painting, the canvases, like every stroke and every detail. I love architecture as well. I'm a whole contractor. I build homes. I love the art in that.
Interior design as well. Like, even though the space is here, like it was someone's idea to set up the chairs and the tables in the way they are now. And it would look like a completely different room if it was someone else.
Yep.
So that, like,
the vision, like, you're able to literally put people in your domain.